Whoa! Hey legends, Steph here, and a couple of weeks ago a huge brand reached out and asked me to design a t-shirt for their community. I immediately accepted, but that was really the easy part. In this video, I'm going to take you behind the scenes and into my creative process, the challenge that I faced with such a big project, and of course, the final result. Let's go. Soon after I accepted the project, they sent me the brief and I jumped on a Zoom call with their creative team. They walked me through all their ideas, their requests, and what they wanted. It's always good to have all the details before you start a project just like this one. Designing something is easy, but when it's for a huge brand, the pressure is on. What did I get myself into? No time for doubt, it's time to kick into creative mode and hustle out some rad ideas that I could present to my client. I always start with sketches. A lot of sketches actually. It's all about quantity and not quality in the first step. I like to use pen and paper, which are tools that I'm very familiar with and helps me to dump out a lot of ideas out onto paper in the very first step. To find the gold, I need to dig and go through as many iterations as possible. Some are good, some are bad, and some are just really not even worth finishing. So who is this project actually for? Let's rewind a bit. Boom! It's LG baby! I've been a fan of theirs for a very long time. They don't only create amazing screens, they also create blazing fast laptops, like this one. The LG Gram. And that's going to be very important for the next step, finalizing one of these sketches. But which one? I've decided to present these four to LG. But first, I need to make these presentable. Oh yeah, super happy how these turned out, and luckily I don't have the tough job of making the decision which one of these will go onto a t-shirt. I'll leave that to LG. Usually, making a decision can take up a very long time, but since we were on a very tight deadline, things had to go fast. Blazing, wait a minute, I think I said that already. Oh yeah, their laptops are fast. Not only that, they're also super light, which means that you can take them anywhere. Creativity shouldn't be confined to a space. Creativity should be free. And since a lot of inspiration can really come from anywhere, being able to work on the go is super important to me. Also, that's where I draw a lot of my inspiration from, but more on that later. LG has chosen a sketch. Time to rework that and finalize it. Did you know that a lot of thought go into making a design? I usually start by pondering on the quote, asking myself, what does it mean to me? What does it mean for the client and for their community? I ask myself, what is the essence? And of course, a lot of questions come up. Hustle light and hustle right. For me, this concept was really about using up all the space, not sticking to the lines, like switching from a 9-to-5 job to freelancing, taking the space you can and doing what you can with what you have. Through this, new ideas come to life beyond what you had initially thought. An idea needs to live beyond the page it was sketched on, and it doesn't need to stem from hard work like the hustle that everybody speaks of. More like water that flows. And if you find that flow, obstacles aren't roadblocks anymore. You flow around them, and they just shape your path, all the way from the initial sketch to this design here. Compared to my previous commercial collaborations, the back and forth with the LG team was integral. It's really like a good soccer play. You can try to dribble the ball all by yourself, but you'll always get further when you pass the ball back and forth with your teammates. Together it's easier, and this play of back and forth putting me in a challenging positions was really helpful to get where I wouldn't have gotten by myself. Which is why community is so important. Thanks so much for watching, and thank you LG for the creative challenge and supporting my creative vision. It turned out a lot better than I could have ever hoped for.